With that, I am proud to say yes, I am supporting Nancy Copeland, and I am proud to have Mr. Copeland stand up before you and say what he needs to say. My friend and the next mayor of East Chicago, Indiana, Nancy Copeland.
You know what? I listened to everything he said, and sometimes when you hear people say things about you, it makes you look at yourself just as if you're looking in the mirror. And I have to acknowledge something that he said. Whatever I put my mind to, I try to do it the best that I can do. The best that I can do. My Creator told me to do that. When he made each and every one of us, the next thing, when he made it, he looked at it and he said, this is good. And then he said, anything it puts its mind to, it can do. He didn't say it had to have a bunch of college degrees before it can do it. He didn't say it had to have a bunch of money before it can do it. He came, he said he is love, and that is all that is required. And I can tell you that I love this city. I tell my wife all the time, I love this city with all my heart, my soul, my liver, my kidney, my pancreas. All that I am is East Chicago. When I look at East Chicago, we are a wealthy city. But the only thing we do wrong, we allow our money to go outside our city before we flip it over. And the people that reside here benefit. This city brings in $120 million annually in taxation. Where is it, folks? Where is it? The gaming vote gives us additional $21 million. That's $141 million that come into the city. Where is it? Until we say that we want to take our tax dollars and invest it back into our city before we let it leave out of our city, we will continue to be a poor city. All right. Until we take our tax dollars and we invest in the greatest investment we can make, meaning our children, we will continue to be a poor city. I tell people the worst whooping I ever got was when I was about 8, 9 years old, and I told my mother I was going to run away from home. She whooped the living daylights out of me. You know why? Because that's home. I'm telling my mother I'm going to run away from home. Something is wrong with that. So my mother whooped me, but yet she was showing me love. Because there's no place like home. But isn't something wrong when we done reached the point that we tell our sons, our daughters, and our grandchildren, and I got 8 grandkids, you got to leave out of here. See, something is wrong when you tell them to run away from home. So what I'm trying to tell you folks, that for the last 15 years, I've been a part of Citizens in Action. We've been fighting. We've been trying to show you how your tax dollars ebb and flow in this city. We've been trying to show you how people who do not even reside here makes the most money here. See, it's something inherently wrong when a person don't want to live here, but they want your money. Something is wrong. Something is wrong when, on average, there used to be only 20 houses going up for sale in the city of East Chicago. And now you got 380 of them because either they're going through the foreclosure process or somebody trying to sell it before the tax man or the sheriff comes. So what I'm trying to tell you, until we take this money and turn it back into our city and reinvest into the housing, until we lower our tax rate, we would never have anything. But let me tell you something. When God made the city of East Chicago, he made the Garden of Eden. Because look around here. You see every color in the rainbow here. And that's what makes our city beautiful. Meaning that any of our sons and daughters, irregardless of their color, irregardless of their race, their religion, they can lead and be the highest elected person in this city. That's what makes us great. When we accept each other, it's only when we look at our worst and we put it over someone's best that we settle for less. So I tell each and every one of you, in the last 15 years, I have fought, I have fought, I have fought, and I will continue to fight, because if it ain't worth loving, okay, if it ain't worth loving, it ain't worth fighting for. And I love this city, so I will continue to fight. I ask you this, as councilman at large, I fought so that we can have elected school board. Every other city in Northwest Indiana have elected school board but us. Something's wrong with that, folks. Something is wrong when you do not have the power to determine the fate of your children's education. And education is what will take our children far. I fought so that we can have public access television restored. Before you can have the truth beamed into your television, from in your television into your living room, that has been severed. I fought to restore that. But the number one thing I'm proud of, I fought and had a residency ordinance passed that says that you cannot be employed by the city of East Chicago if you do not reside in the city of East Chicago. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. The next ordinance that I fought for and had, that I sponsored and fought for, put up there, it said this. It said that any of your tax dollars that goes to a contractor for a contract over $100,000, 50% of that workforce shall be from the city of East Chicago. This man fails to support that. Until your tax dollars flip over 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times before it leave out of your city, we will be taxation rich, but we will be poor as a city. And I leave you with this. Our tax rate now is $8.25 per $100 of assessed evaluation. Munster, Griffin, Highland on average, there's $3 or something. It's a funny thing. You will see that the most prosperous communities have the lowest tax rate. And you will see the struggling cities and the poor cities have the highest. See, folks, you can never get ahead if you're paying all your money to the tax person. You can never maintain your property if you're choosing between paying the tax man and trying to do deferred maintenance on your property. So I guarantee you that it is so much fat in this $55 million budget that when you elect me mayor, you will see this budget be decreased by 25%. That's my promise to you. And in that, you will realize lower taxation. So I can go on and on. I can talk this talk from when the sun come up to when it go down, because that's how much I love my city. But all I ask you to do is to give a young man that grew up at 3813 Block Avenue, that's been here all 52 years of his life, that his family of 5 is still here, that his 8 grandchildren are still here. Give me the opportunity. Give me the opportunity, and I guarantee you, I'll make you proud. Thank you.